I'm actually on a weekly time frame, and the pair we are looking at is AUDNZD. I don't actually trade on a weekly time frame, but I'm using a small screen, so I want you guys to look at the structure properly, the market trend. And I don't normally trade this pair, but I mean, for the past weeks it has been following a very clear trend, so I said let me look at it today and see what's happening. So if you go to, already we have seen that the market is trending to the upside, right? So if you go to daily time frame, here we have to identify the previous structures so that we'll be able to, I mean, look clearly at what market is doing at its current position. So if you check here, we had a higher low here, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. If you go to 4-hour time frame, I mean, you see the structures more clearly, and I believe you all know how to spot inducements, liquidity, break of structure, and other blocks. That's why I'm not going too detailed into it. I just want to share my view of the market. So we had a small structure here, higher high, higher low, another one, higher high, higher low, higher high again, higher low again. If you go down to 4-hour time frame, you see, don't worry, I'm switching to 4-hour time frame, you guys will see it more clearly. Higher high here, higher low, and then higher high, and then you see to it that market came down to change character, right? To it broke below the previous structure. So we had the lower low here, and then higher low. So after break of structure, it's coming down to tap on the nearest supply zone, creating its own inducement here. Do you understand? It's tap on this place and then fall back to the downside. So if you switch down to 4-hour time frame, you will see to it that these higher highs and higher lows didn't just form by themselves, right? Let me try to mark it out for you guys. So market broke structure here. This is a break of structure. It created its own inducement here. And then tapped on this particular demand zone. And it continued pushing to the upside. It then broke structure at this point again. Did the same thing, tapped on this particular demand zone. Here we even had a change of character on the lower time frame before pushing to the upside. So if you scroll down up to this particular place where market is right now, you see to either this particular structure here, market tapped on this particular zone. This is an order flow demand, right? Market tapped on it. Broke structure here, break of structure, right? If you, after market broke structure there, if you look at it clearly, we had another inducement in here. Do you understand? Inducement. After the inducement, market tapped on this particular demand zone and then started making it towards the upside, right? And then after this structure, we still had another one. This is where market broke structure from here to here. After this break of structure, market came into this place and then made moves to the upside, came back down again, made moves to the upside again. So what we are looking at is where the change of character happened, right? So all this while we have been having series of uptrend structures, and then here, this is actually a complete structure, this particular place. So market came down and broke broke below the structure. That means we had the change of character here. Change of character. So what we'll be looking at is for market to come in and tap on the nearest supply zone and then start making moves to the downside. But then we won't just allow market to come and tap on the nearest supply zone. We have things that we do look at, right? We have factors that market do meet before we go on taking our trade. So here this structure changed to a downtrend, right? We had a change of character here. So this particular thing here, this particular higher high before, we will now turn it into a liquidity sweep. So here we had liquidity sweep, and then we had our inducement here. And our supply zone just above here, right? This is actually a very long imbalance. This particular imbalance is very big, right? I don't have this in a tool for imbalance here. This particular imbalance is very big. So a lot of people now, they used to take their trades within the imbalance zone, right? But well, I have a couple of factors I do consider when it comes to trades like this. I don't really want to go into details, but what I will do is I'll mark the previous, let me say, strong bullish zone before the bearish movement. Do you understand? And if you look at it, market tapped in and it's making its way towards the downside. Since it's the change of character, I won't really bother waiting for confirmation, right? Because I expect the market to push to the downside. So what I would do, we are already late in the trade. But if I was entering the trade, since I confirmed it was going to be a short, and it's change of character, I will just pull my entry, stop loss directly above it, and then 1:5 is okay, right? Or you can extend it down to this point. Since it's a change of character, you just believe fully well that our market is coming to break the previous low, right? So this is what we're looking at today, and yeah, this is it. So let's watch out. Let's see what the market will do from here. We're already late in the trade, but then I just want you guys to know how I spot my trades, and it's actually for educational purposes, right? It's not a financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm only giving you guys my view of the market, how I look at the market, how I spot my trades. Thank you so much.